Hey everybody, what's up? We're Hookslide, we're an a cappella group. This is a pitch pipe, John. We're gonna sing for you right now. Check it out. 2, 2, 4. I got sent from St. Michelle High School, one of the warriors. Yeah. That was cool.
How did this group get formed? When did you guys meet each other, and what made you guys come up with this idea of forming an a cappella group?
Actually, Bud put an advertisement out online, and George and I had just graduated from college and knew we wanted to sing together.
And had sung together.
And had sung together in college. So we auditioned together for Bud, saying it was, double or nothing.
And I just heard the loud noise and, knocked on the door and said, "Hey, what's going on? I want it." No, it's not.
So we put this ad out, and we got 50, 60 responses type thing. And we kind of whittled it down. It was me and John and George, and finally we're like, Mike, this guy came in, he was awesome, it was a perfect fit. And we've been together for 10 years now?
10 years,
we actually started out as a bigger group. We had 5, and then at one point for one rehearsal we were 6 people. But then, and one of them was the bass,
yep.
And John was just doing drums by himself, and then we had a baritone as well. And then both of those, the bass and the baritone, quit in one rehearsal. So then we were 4 guys, and John decided he could learn to do bass and percussion at the same time.
It was either that or audition more people, which I didn't want to do.
And it was easier for John to do that than find a bass.
Yeah. And George decided he could do baritone and countertenor, so it was easier to do that than find a baritone.
At least sequentially.
So I noticed you guys had a really old school rock sound, some Aerosmith, Stevie Wonder. How do you guys come up with that?
We sing the music we like. Actually, we sing most of the music that I like, because I do most of the arranging for the group. But that's the sound that really fits what we know how to do. It fits the voices well, and it fits our preference. And then a lot of who we sing for is high school groups like this. But we also sing for a lot of older people, and this is what they want to hear as well.
We have, I think, pretty distinctive voices as a group. I think that's kind of a unique thing about us versus a lot of other a cappella groups. You hear a lot of groups and they have very similar voices because they kind of want to blend a lot. And we're not so much about blend, and we have kind of much more distinct voices, I think. And Bud has his thing, his kind of soul man thing, and Mike has this really resonant kind of tone, and I've got the weird countertenor thing, and John's got a very distinctive sound in the drums and the bass. And so I think a lot of it is just what ended up sounding good and what we could sort of get our voices to do. This kind of music really works really well.
And also what people want to hear too.
Yeah.
You just mentioned, how old are you? You a senior?
Yeah.
You know Aerosmith, you know Stevie Wonder. Yeah. That's what we want. We want stuff people are going to know and enjoy as well.
When I walked into Starbucks this morning and this Al Green song was playing, and there was maybe a 60 or 70-year-old lady kind of dancing to it, and then there was this 8-year-old kid jamming to it. It's
it's a perfect song.
Everybody knows this stuff. It's universal.
Write it down. We should do that one.
Yeah.
So you guys were featured on the Mythbusters. Could you tell us a little about that experience?
That was fun.
It was long. It was a long day.
Well, it was really cool because they do they're a very guerrilla kind of shooting outfit. They sort of swoop in on a location and they kind of
beat their chest and they go.
No, and they take shots, right away, and next one. So it was really fast paced. So that was kind of cool. We went on site at a sewage treatment plant of all places, to do this because we're see the episode we're trying to put out fire with our voices, and they set up huge speakers and have John going through them and have a big propane flame, and so they have to do this stuff in places where it's
safe.
It's safe to do that. So the only thing that's going to catch fire is sewage, and who doesn't like that? And so it was really cool, kind of seeing how they put the show together, and kind of seeing behind the scenes who
talks.
Who the guys who are are really charismatic and who are just sort of told what to say. It was really cool.
We were on the show. In the edited version, maybe 2.5 minutes. In the final version, and I think we were there for 7 hours. It was a long day because they're like, okay, Hookslide, get over here, sing, no leave, go sit down, and then it was a killer experience. It was really fun, and those guys were really nice, and so we're hoping to call back with something more challenging than a fire.
Yeah, Do you guys have any plans for the future, like maybe getting signed, you know, going more mainstream? Because you guys are really good, and I think, you know, if more people could hear you guys.
You know, it's funny. It's like we've been together for 10 years. This year, this is kind of a 10th anniversary show. So I'd like to invite you all to our 11th anniversary show next year. It's a big one. You know, it's when you first start a group, you kind of have this thought like, oh, we're going to get a record deal, we're going to be huge and tour the world and whatever. And I think what we've come to find out, at least what I've come to find out, is that you have a lot of balance, right? You have a family, or you have friends here, you have a job, and we all have jobs that we're very committed to, and so you figure out, you know, like, what is success in the music business? And for me, it's going out and doing like 2 or 3 really cool shows a month. And that's cool. Like, I don't need to be on a record deal. I was in Mythbusters. I sang for the 49ers. I've been to New York with this group. You know, we've been on tour for multiple days at a time. So that's kind of what it's come back to. And like, I think that's important to say, because a lot of people say, well, you got to get a deal or it's nothing. And it's like, no. I mean, we're having success going out doing 2 shows a month. Being here tonight at this school is success to me. You know? I
think that's something that's really important, is that you can have a professional group without it being your only profession. You can do multiple things. You can have that balance, and you can really pursue a lot of different things.
And you can't really do that if you're trying to become famous and trying to be, you know, a really huge star. I mean, it really consumes your whole life, right?
It's been a while since you've been at Mission. How has it changed from when you've been here? You know, do you like these changes? Do you like what you're seeing, the direction the school's headed? Yeah,
I think that, well, for one thing, I love the new bell tower. It's awesome. I know it's not that new anymore, but there wasn't one. It was just these 3 stumps when I was there, so that's great. But actually, in terms of the arts, we're kind of taking a back seat to the athletics, and I don't see that here anymore. It seems like the arts are really like strong, and a lot of people are really into it, and you can be in the arts and you can be cool, and I think that's fantastic. I think it's really great that there's that much support for the arts here now.
Okay, do you guys have anything else to say to the Mission student body?
Find ways to get your creative ideas out there. And it's too exciting and too meaningful to us to imagine ever having stopped doing it. So just keep going. Yeah,
and for me, like, after being in this group for 10 years, I'm just happy to still be doing it. You know, I want to be doing it 10 years from now. I want to be in Mission in 2038, singing for you guys. I'm a pain, you know, but I want that, and I feel like whatever, you know, people at your school are doing, whatever you're really into, keep doing it, because there's going to be opportunity to do it when you're in college, when you're out of college, and beyond. And I think that's the best advice I can give.
And find a way to keep doing it. I mean, you know, so you get through high school, you get through college, especially singing and a lot of, you know, stuff you really love to do. It's hard to find time for that kind of stuff. You get into the real world, you get a family, and I think, you know, we found a way to keep doing what we love, and we love it. So, you know, all I can say is, if you love singing, keep doing it. Find a way to keep doing it.
Yeah, and keep booking us here, because this is our only gig this year.
No, and also, you know, the other thing I'd say to follow up with that is, it's hard to find the time. It's also hard to find the people to collaborate with. As much as possible, you know, if there's somebody you like singing with, somebody you like working with, stay in touch with them. John and George sang together in college, and they knew they wanted to sing together after. That kind of thing. Just, you know, so stay in touch with the people you like to sing
even
with.
Even if you really dislike them.
Yeah,
totally.
For example,
he's like, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for your time. Thanks for the great show, and we look forward to seeing you back next year and every year after that.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having us so much. Good times.